Hello everybody, my name is Nathan Sifu, and welcome to Fallout 4. Let's play. Wait, what? Whoa, hey, whoa, jeez. You kind of scared the crap out of me being right there at the door. Hey.
Piper.
Holding up, Blue?
Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause of the blue jumpsuit you're wearing? You're a vault dweller. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth.
Oh, I'd be...
You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
Really? Sure, do the interview.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
We were frozen.
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Yes.
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The man out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
It sucks.
You're all living in rusty shacks, killing each other. Oh my god, the smell.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be a fun one to quote. Now, I already know you're looking for your son, Sean. Do you suspect the Institute was involved in his kidnapping?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Let's see. People ignorant to kidnappings? Get revenge one day at a time, don't lose hope. People are ignoring kidnappings?
Wait, people just ignore kidnappings out here?
Yeah, Lou, you haven't noticed? You grow up in the Commonwealth and eventually someone is gonna get taken. Maybe not someone you know, but someone. And people just say, well, could have been worse. Could have been killed by raider attacks, or super mutants, or feral ghouls. They just give up. So I want my readers to hear what keeps you going. Maybe they'll find a little inspiration. Now, what would you like to say?
Don't lose hope.
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again. Or at least, that you'll know the truth.
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything.
Codsworth loved that?
It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where the story goes next.
Wait, that note was too quick. What did it say? Piper is available as something or other? What's with the... Okay, so wait, is she my teammate right now, or is Codsworth still? Oh, no, I guess it's still Codsworth. Jeez, I hate to leave Codsworth behind, but I guess it's probably a good idea if I take her with me at some point. Mole rat meat, yum!
Come on, let me carry something.
What's that? Yeah, I can hire her, or ask her to tag along as your companion instead of Codsy. Interesting.
Anything I can do? Say the word. Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
I'm actually, I'm too heavy right now. I gotta eat something. Aid. Let's see, mole rat meat. I have far too much mole rat meat in my inventory. There we go. Oh, I can move again. Alright, so, actually, let me just talk to her.
Heading my way?
Travel with me, trade, never mind. Never mind.
You know what? Never mind.
You know where to find me.
Yeah, and I think I probably will. Save, yas. Oh, wait, did I just freeze? Oh, I actually hit save. What's that? She's a really good shot. She's a marksman. Oh, interesting. Oh. Piper's terminal. I'm gonna sneak around. I'm gonna hack into her Facebook. I'm gonna snoop around I'm gonna snoop around and see what I can find out about her. Welcome to Robco Industries TM Terminal. Public occurrences. Your eyes on the truth. Article. The synthetic truth. Noodles. We eat them all. We all love them. And Diamond City's powered noodles has supplied this sustenance for the past 15 years. From the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's programmed Japanese to the fragment steam that wafts from each bowl to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful. The ordering and eating of noodles is but one of many shared human experiences, or is it? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter of noodles last Wednesday night just after 5 p.m., enjoying a dinner. I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own Mayor McDonough sidle up to a noodle... sidle up to a stool and engage in the very same ritual. Right hand extended, mouth opening, teeth chewing, yes. Okay. Eating noodles, the shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So it must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 16 years ago on the uncharacteristically warm May evening of in 2229. As they sat around this very same counter, but that was before the days of the Takahashi and his noodles. When the bar served not noodles, but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey, the barman's name was Henry, and that night he facilitated the shared human experience of drinking, smoking, talking, and laughing. That is, until tragedy struck. Just like a little break here. I love how they put this much thought and detail into the game. The lore really what makes Bethesda games great. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I love just kind of stumbling across these stories and details. Like, I love reading through this kind of stuff, and like, I kind of like that. I'm not sure exactly what you'd call it, like a self-discovered story. Yeah, I really like that. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's Ghouls residents certainly could have, had they not been forcibly removed thanks to Mayor McDonough's anti-Ghoul decree in 2282. But there is one person among us who still does remember, distantly, the events of that evening. Respected matriarch Ostas Hawthorne, I'm sure I butchered that name, who recounted her story in a public occurrences exclusive interview. Oh, I was there all right, sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now, 22 years old or so, and just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall. We all were. So what was the harm? And let me tell you, that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into town early that day, said he was from out west somewhere. It didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile and his laugh, and the way he'd make everyone feel at ease. The night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth, and Mr. Carter, he was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful, until it wasn't. Ostis continued her account of that evening, and the moment when things turned sinister, and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on. Must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess, like the rest of us. Then something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face all in an instant. And then his cheek started twitching, kind of funny. And I remember watching him, clear as if it was happening just yesterday. I know where this is going. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, and then, blam. He shot Henry, the barman, right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casual as if he were paying him for a drink. But his cheek never did stop twitching. Let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. So, Mr. Carter sounds like he's part of the Institute. Is that right? What Ostis is describing is, of course, it is the infamous event known as the Broken Mask. When the people of the Commonwealth learned for the first time that the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, had actually succeeded in creating a model of android so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute had somehow involved their androids into true synthetic humanoids, synths. After he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people, too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running, they opened fire, and Mr. Carter, he kept shooting. And throwing people around left and right. Finally, those guards put him down. Seemed like they had killed a man who had flipped his lid, gone crazy. And he lay there like a dead crazy man, for sure. Sure enough, God, it was horrible. But then we saw the plastic and metal. This was one of them, early synths. You see, and we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was, then we all knew, the Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was everywhere now, among us. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggested that he had somehow been remotely controlled by the Institute, who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. Still others felt he simply malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anyone. But at that time, the why hardly seemed important. What mattered was that the humans of the Commonwealth had been truly infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were, and still are, a complete mystery. Which brings us to noodles. Specifically, the noodles consumed by Mayor McDonough. I bet you McDonough's a synth too. Last Wednesday night, in the same spot that Mr. Carter, the synth, went haywire and mercilessly killed several people. After spending hours sharing an experience the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race. They were wrong. Are we? Wow. That was... that was just so well written. Like, I could visualize all that. Okay, we got 2 more to go through. Hopefully they're not quite as long. It's chilly down here. Reader complaint. Honor the wall. Public occurrences complaints. Date 2/15. In your most recent edition, your paper failed to acknowledge in any way the contribution of the mighty wall in the defense of our town against last month's super mutant attacks. I find this extremely offensive and will not be purchasing another copy until such disrespect is publicly corrected. Publisher's response. We honor the efforts of all those involved in the defense of our great city, from our valiant guards to the mighty wall. Personal response. Dear Whack Job, 2 members of Diamond City Security died defending this town. Where was your hunk of plywood for them? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, them's shots fired. Complaints. Happy story? 414. I find choice of topics sad. How about happy story? Maybe something about nice bar? Public response. Thank you for your feedback. Our stories are selected for relevance and importance to the Diamond City populace. Personal response. Vadim, no story about your bar is going to end happily. Ooh. Reader complaint. For shame. 10 of 1. Your paper is just trying to drum up fears about synths to increase sales. You should be ashamed of yourself. Publisher response. Thank you for your concern. Our paper makes significant efforts to ensure our stories are accurate and free from editorialization. Okay. Personal response. Thank you for your concern. I hope you get snatched. I hope you get snatched. Suck on that. And Public Perspectives Archive. Brr. Pair Armors. Dear Public, I am torn between 2 loves. On one hand, I have my profession. Every moment I spend with the young up-and-comers for whom I work brings such joy. On the other hand, I have my co-workers. Wise, patient, debonair. I swear I've never seen that word in my life. I don't think I said it right. Many suggest that I am not lively enough for him, but I can picture life with no other. I long to confess my feelings for him, but my life is my work. Trying to add a relationship, it would simply short-charge everyone. I must choose. Public, but who? Pair Armors. Dear Pair, love is rare. 2, double so. Make it work, Pair. You work in the same building for shuck's sake. For shuck's sake, oh my goodness. Teen Troubles. Dear Public, me and my little girl have been on our own for a long time now. She's the most important thing in my life, but lately it seems she's not as interested in hanging out with her papa. I understand she's got to grow up someday, but I'm not ready to let her go. What do I do to make sure I don't lose my little girl? Teen Troubles. Dear Troubles, your girl's become her own person. Let her make decisions, screw up, maybe throw some extra caps her way so she can take her friends out for noodles more often. Then, when she's ready, she'll come to you. Oh my. I wonder when I'll have a similar story someday about my son. Desperate in Diamond City. I've been living in Diamond City for years now, but have never been able to land a girlfriend. I wear nice clothes, I give them free drinks, but they just seem to think that I'm some sort of creep. My boss says I've got a face only a mother could love, and I think he's right. I feel like I'm out of options, Public. Should I take the plunge and change my face? Dear Desperate, ever tried talking to these girls? You should give it a go. No more trying to buy your way to affection. You need to earn it. Good advice. Sleepwalking the beat. I got this job. It pays the bills, but lately, it's making it so I can't sleep at night. Things have been so tense. I'm getting worried that if something doesn't change, I might slip up and get myself or someone else hurt. Any advice, Public? Sleepwalking the beat. Sounds like you need to relax more. I know after a hard day solving other people's problems, I like to grab a Nuka-Cola, pull out a stack of comics, and read till I pass out. Give it a try. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I had a hard day, and I'm just playing till I get sleepy. Alone in upper stands. Dear public, I could use a friend. Everyone in this town is either jealous of me or afraid of me because of how I look and how I work for. Oh, sorry, and who I work for. I'm not willing to compromise who I am just so people will like me more, but it just gets so lonely. But you seem like a smart gal, public. Any chance you want to grab a drink sometime? Alone the upper stands. Dear Alone, going to have to take a rain check on that drink, but your instincts are good. New friends crop up in the most unlikely places. You need to search them out. Okay, I think that's... Yep, that's everything. Okay.
That was fun, but I'm going to have to pause it there. If you like this video, then please comment, subscribe, like, and of course share this video on your favorite social network. And if you'd like to see any other games that I've played, you can check out my playlist to see my other Let's Plays. If you'd like to see me play live, follow me on Twitch and you'll get notified whenever I play. That is it for this episode, and I will see you in the next game.
Totally overpowered. Just boom. That obviously has its perks. I'm a donk man myself, you know.